Okay, we're going to look at one more constraint problem. We're going to graph these different constraints and then see where the corners are of the feasible region. And then we're going to, maximize value again from those corners. So on number 1, we've got x is greater than or equal to 0. So I'm going to be at the x-axis at 0. Okay, and then I've got to graph y is greater than or equal to -1. So that'll be at y is -1. It's going to be a horizontal line. Okay, I also need to graph y is less than or equal to x plus 1. So that will be at y equals 1 for the y-intercept, and then an up 1 over 1 for your slope, so up 1 over 1. Go ahead and connect that. I went ahead and drew all the points, that way I would see everywhere that it crosses. And it crosses right there at 0, 1 with this line here. Okay, and then my last equation is y is less than or equal to -1/4 x plus 6. So I'm going to go up to positive 6. And I'm going to go down 1 over 4. Down 1 over 4. Somewhere right there. Alright, now as you can see, this one's going to go off the page, and I'm still not going to exactly know where these connect at the end. So we're going to address that in just a second. So I've got my feasible region, this area in between all of these different equations, lines, but I can't tell where over here. Somewhere over here they're going to eventually cross, but I don't know where that point is. So I'm going to use my calculator to help me find it because it's not in the window that I see here on my graph by hand. So I see a couple corners. I see a 0, -1 down here at this corner. I see 0, +1 up there, and I see 4, 5. What I don't know is where they cross over here. That'll be somewhere -1, somewhere down here. So what I can do is I can put those two equations in the calculator and I can see where they cross in the calculator. So I've got y equals -1, and the other one was the -1/4 x plus 6. I can see that one as well. And actually, I've already got it set. So let me show you what it normally would look like. If you're zoomed in normally on your calculator window, you would probably see what I see on my paper, which is that they're eventually going to cross, but we can't tell where. So your job would then be to take your window and extend it to the right. So the x maximum needs to go up. I'll just send it up quite a bit. And now I see where they cross. Eventually they were going to cross, and it's right here. So I'm kind of zoomed out a little bit. I can see that point, and I want to be able to know exactly where that is. So if I hit second trace, I can find the intersection. And if you just hit enter 3 times, it'll mark the lines for you. It's at 28, -1. So use your calculator to help you if you can't tell where the point actually is going to cross just from your picture. And then we're going to take those 3 points. We're going to, those 4 points, we're going to plug them into this profit equation. So 3 times 0 plus 5 times -1, that would be -5. So you actually lose 5 on that one. 3 times 0, 5 times 1, that would be +5. 3 times 4 would be 12, and 5 times 5 would be 25, so that's 37. And then 3 times 28, that would be 84. And then -1 times 5 would be -5, so that's 79. So again, by far this one here is maximized value.